first of all, thank you for accepting this invitation. It's been a while since I've been following you, and I'm very happy to be able to talk to you today.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we can start with a short introduction for the one who just discovered you. Maybe can you introduce yourself?
Okay. My name is Nawapol Thamrongrattanarit. I'm a Thai filmmaker. I made a feature film, I write a screenplay, and I also made a commercial work. Yeah.
Okay. And I'm curious a bit, I like to ask this question most of the time. Why did you choose the movie industry? Why did you choose to become a director?
I think it's quite simple because, I grew up in the era of the movie in 90s, which most of them I think is kind of CGI movie. For example, like Terminator 2, Jurassic Park, the first one, and Titanic. And I think it's kind of film that, you know, fulfill the imagination of kids.
Mm-hmm.
So when you have some story to tell the other, you want to tell through the film.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 90s and making the film, especially for Hollywood film, is kind of, far place.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that impossible. But one day when I was like 16, 17, something like that, I have a chance to watch an independent film, which is VHS VHS tape from the pirate shop in Bangkok,
Mm-hmm.
and that's very opens my mind. For example, I have a chance to watch the Iranian cinema or Taiwanese New Wave film, Japanese, Hong Kong, many things. So, when you watch those kind of film, you see possibility to make a film because those films tell the story about the ordinary people, the simple story, there's some situation around you.
Mm-hmm.
So you see more opportunities. But I don't study film because those time is kind of economic crisis in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
So in Thailand, you could easily lose the job if you study something like film or communication arts in those era. So I decided to study uh, liberal arts, literature, history, philosophy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not the film, but it's something close to the film, because in that time, I really want to make a film, but I have no option. So I think if I study history, philosophy, maybe I could write a screenplay and I can come back to make a film.
Mm.
And in those times, we have a Thai filmmaker like Apichatpong,
Yes.
who study architecture, and he made the film. And when I watch his film, I think it's very interesting. It's totally different from other film. So as a young man, so I think this is a good way to keep going for film,
Mm-hmm.
for you know dreaming of making film.
Mm.
That's my beginning. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And you introduced a bit like the next question, that is, what is a film or a
Mhm.
director that has that deeply
Mm.
influenced you? So you started a bit to answer this. Do you have maybe another one that you would like to say?
I need to say most of them is Iranian filmmaker. For example, like Abbas Kiarostami or Jafar Panahi in 90s,
Mm-hmm.
because they always play with the film structure. It's not just a story. When you watch like a Hollywood film, it's all about plot driven,
Mm-hmm.
or you need some big idea for tell the story. But um, most of Iranian filmmakers, they always play with the structure of the cinema. They question the meaning of the movie. They alienate the audience from the cinema, from the movie itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I have fun watching the film like The Mirror or The Taste of Cherry, the Salam Cinema,
Mm-hmm.
those kind of stuff. And I think Apichatpong also influenced by those those directors also because he deconstruct the cinema. So I grew up with those kind of films. I have fun. I have fun, and I saw that we can do a lot of things with the movie,
Mhm.
not just only tell the story. Yeah.
Mm. And maybe I know it's a tricky question to answer and it can change over time, but if you could
Okay.
maybe right now describe or define your work and your style. Right now, how
Hmm.
would you describe it?
I always think my film is a question.
Mhm.
Every work, my film always has some question against the system, the belief in the society, and something that beyond us. Sometimes I mean like people and memories, people and space, people and you know economic system or societal system, those kind of stuff.
Mhm.
And I just hold that question and try to ask the audience through the story through the plot of the film. But most of my film is kind of, it's not plotless, but it's just small plot,
Mhm.
just for trigger the question. Yeah. So that I think that's my style in the story aspect.
Mhm.
But for my style in filmmaking or cinema structure, I love to play with the cinema structure as I mentioned. For example, like the film like 36, I play with the structure of the cinema by tell the story only 36 shot for the whole film. Mary is Happy, I adapt the Twitter style to into the cinema,
Mhm.
something like that.
Mhm. I see. So maybe we can go to one of my favorite movie that you did that is Happy Old Year. I could see it only recently at the Shanghai Film Festival, even though it was out in 2019. Is it right?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
I saw it very late, but I was
Mm.
able to see it and I really, really enjoyed it. So maybe we can talk a bit about this one because I know that actually a lot of my audience recommended to me for many years, actually on my podcast. They said, oh, you should watch this one. It's very, very good and everything. And I could see it finally. So maybe for the one who hasn't watched it yet,
Mm.
can you maybe introduce the movie real quick without too many spoilers?
Okay. Happy All Year is a story about the girl who just back from abroad, and when she's at her home, she has an idea to renovate her house and her rooms, and that is the start of everything. Be- because when you have to renovate the house or you have to tidy the room, sometimes it's not about the plan of the house or the object in the room, because I think every space is all about relationship between humans, and every object in your room, they have some memories.
Mhm.
So the film is all about when you want to renovate your house, create a new space, you have to deal with your relationship with your member in the family. When you have to tidy your room, you have to deal with the relationship with your ex, with your friends in the past. And the question is, you will dump it or you will find a way to arrange it, to deal with it.
And I'm curious to know how did the idea for this movie came about? Why did you choose to talk about this?
Okay. Most of my film is all about my personal experience, but not every detail in the film. Yeah. But for Happy All Year, it's because I always tidy up my room every New Year,
Hmm.
especially this month, December. Yeah. And in the first year that I start to tidy, I have no idea about it, just clean my room. That's all. But when you keep doing it for 5 years, 6 years, you start to see something. When you do it in the fifth year, that's only object that is difficult to throw out
Hmm.
because you do it every year.
Yeah.
Some easy thing you just dumped, but the longer the harder. When you found something that has a meaning to your life, but time passed and something changed.
Mhm.
Sometimes you're not sure if you want to keep this or you just want to dump it. And when I got this idea, I think it's very good question to everyone. When time flies, you sometimes you have to like reconsider your relationship with other people again, and you might see some guilt that you ever you might made some mistake in the past, and you just realize that you made it already when you grow up.
Mhm.
I think it's like a good point to tell this theme through this story. Yeah.
Mhm. And for the choice of the actors, because most of the time I know sometimes that choosing the right actor for the right role is always can be challenging. So I wanted to know for the casting, was it easy to find the actors for the roles or was it more challenging?
I think it's quite challenging because the Jean, the character, she is quite complicated person. She's not like the person who have a clear mind to make a decision,
Mm-hmm.
because the question in her mind is quite complicated and it's hard to decision. So I have to find an actress who present this kind of emotion or feeling through acting, because the conflict is in her mind. Sometimes she can't say it out. So we try to cast a lot of actors in Thailand. We want somebody who is young, but she also adult in some part. So finally, we found Chutimun of that.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, we ever worked once for a short film for the commercial. I think in those times she hasn't played Bad Genius yet, but I saw some element in her eyes, in her acting. So I think she's a right girl to play this role.
Mm-hmm.
And for the Sunny, who is a ex-boyfriend, we work many times. We work together many times, and I think it's good to see him in kind of different roles, because mostly he plays comedy or some romantic film. I I cast him for Heart Attack to play something like a black comedy, but this time I want him to play in the kind of serious drama film. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I'm just curious, during this movie, did you face any other challenges? Did you had like some difficulty with this movie? Maybe scenes to shot, finding locations?
I think it's two difficult things that I remember. I think is location. The first one is location, because to me location is one character in the film, and we have to find the location that is right for the history of the character,
Mm-hmm.
the period, the era, and we have to find the location that has some stories in it,
Mm-hmm.
through the plan to the floor plan to the many things in the house, and we take a lot of time to find the house in the film. But when we found that place, it's really perfect for the story,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not like a just ordinary house. It's a building which is house and is ever been the company that import the silk to sell in Thailand, something like that. So it's kind of multi-layer in one place. But when we agree to shoot the film in this house, we have to like it's just empty place.
Mm-hmm.
So I, as a scriptwriter, I have to like imagine that okay, this room, it will be the jeans room, but it's empty. So I have to like create the plan for this floor. What kind of room she live in, what kind of object, what kind of style of the bed table, what kind of many things in her room. That's also a very difficult part. And that's not only just one character. That is Jean, and that is her brother, that is her mother,
Mm-hmm.
That's the place where the piano is placed.
Mm-hmm.
There's many things that is really important to the script.
Mm-hmm.
So we work a lot to create this house. And the other things which is quite challenging to me is the how we shoot the film. I mean the camera movement, I mean the pace of the film. Because we most of the shot that we have in in this film is kind of little bit long take, and we goes with the slow movement of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to like make the pre-production a lot, and we have to talk to the actors and actress about the blocking, because they have to remember every blocking that they move. So we work a lot of that part also.
Mm. And how many years did it take to make from the first idea to the final draft for Happy Old Years?
For the script, I think is 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, and we just like 6 months for production and post production. It's just
Mm-mm.
1 year and a half. It's not long.
Okay. I see.
Yeah.
And finally, for Happy Old Year, if you could choose maybe one object from the house, which one would you choose? Not an easy question.
Yeah. Um, very the first thing that I have in my mind is camera.
Okay.
The camera in the film.
Mm-hmm.
And actually that's my own camera.
Oh, that's a fun fact. I like this kind of fun fact. Thank you
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
fun
yeah,
fact.
yeah. Yeah. And so when we finished, so I take it back, and it's still
Give it
with me.
back.
Yeah, I give it back. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's still with me so far. Yeah, yeah.
I see. Okay, then maybe we can go to your latest movie that is Human Resource. When we are recording right now, it's going through festivals, and it premiered at the Venice Festival, right?
Yes.
I've been following it for what? It was announced, I think, in April or May. It first was announced, I think, maybe the project. So I've been following it for quite some time. And it was very, very interesting because at first I didn't know that you were the one behind. I mean, you made both. I didn't know that you were the one who made Happy Old Years. Happy Old Year. So then when I started to get interested into human resource because I saw the poster, I was like, oh, but I know this director actually. He's the director I saw recently. And I was like, wow, everything connects.
Same one. Okay.
This is the same
Uh-huh.
person.
Yeah, yeah.
So right now it's not out in cinema, I think. So maybe can you introduce the movie for the one who haven't watched it yet?
Um, Human resource is quite different from my previous work because it's more serious, and I'm older now. I'm 40. So the theme and the story is a lot of change. Human resource is about a woman who is 1 month pregnant, and she loves her baby so much that she start to have a question about bringing someone into this world, because the society and the world she lives in is quite difficult, which is Thailand and Bangkok. It's quite difficult, and sometimes she has some question that she has to answer. So the film is all about the the, the time that she still have time to think about having a baby, because she just 1 month pregnant, and in Thailand it's legal to make an abortion within 3 months.
Mhm.
So she take this time to consider about everything about in her life. So the film is all about those kind of questions that character want to ask the audience at the same time
Mhm.
through her daily life as a human resource, as a recruiter in human resource department.
Mhm. And how this idea came up for this movie? Why did you choose to talk about this story in particular? Because this is a movie that has a lot of different themes. It's not only this, but we have also other question that is in the plot. So it's a very, I would say it's a bit more complex. I feel
Mm,
there is more question about
mm,
society. I remember one question about that comes a lot, like the microplastic also that comes. Sometimes it's just little message that is very up to date right now because it's in the news, in the information. So there's a lot of details and things that are put in this movie. So I wanted to know maybe
mm.
why did you choose this theme in particular?
It might start with my age because, as you say, I'm 40. I think it's like it's time to think about having a baby or not, if I want to have a baby or not. But this question leads me to another question about the birth, the meaning of birth itself, the meaning of life,
Mm-hmm.
and many things. Because to me, when you want to have a baby, it's like you invite the guest into your house, and that's the time that we ask about the state of our house, how it is, there is any problem, and many things about, like we ask ourselves about the place we live in. And you know during my 30s to 40, I experience a lot of things. I see a lot of you know situations in societies. Sometimes many bad thing is ha- uh, many bad thing has no the solution, especially for this era that the system, I mean the late capitalism is quite strong. It's everywhere in our life, in every corner, not just only the workplace. It's in our house, our room, and our mind. So sometimes I think after this kind of thought, I think it's um, having a baby is just like a springboard. It's like a starter to the big question in the society and in our life.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to explore that through the film, because this kind of topic sometimes in your daily life or in your real life, sometimes it's just a small thing, and it's something that you can skip, you can ignore it, because sometimes you work so hard that you're tired, and at the end of the day you just go to sleep and you have no time to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
You just, okay, just let it go, or just fuck it, and you wake up in the morning and you go back to work again. So I hope this film will be like I hope it portray the problems in our life, in our daily life,
Mm-hmm.
the problems in our workplace, on the street, our room. It will talk about the invisible force that had pressure on us, because sometimes you you feel intense
Mm-hmm.
and you don't know why. You want to say something but you can't, and you don't know why. I think we have to no you know we have to find some time to ask ourselves why it's like that, and what is the cause of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I see. And about different things, because this movie has a lot of layers and a lot of information. There's like one also part, the big part is the HR, because the main character is HR at the company. And we have like a big part about that and the pressure that they have to face, and also a view on the society right now, especially for younger generation and the workplace, how hard it is. And as you say, a bit like the capitalism, that you need someone who can face a lot of pressure with a low salary, but needs also a lot of experience. And we have like a lot of different young people that we see. And I wanted to ask, um, we have like different like interview with different young people during the movie, and I wanted to know, because it's very realistic, how where did you find the inspiration for those people? Did you like maybe ask someone to help you, like a real HR, to help you with the discussions and everything, for the different story of the different people?
um in the writing process period, I have a chance to talk to many people. For example, like the one who worked in HR department, and so I can get that feeling. And they share a lot of things about the interview with young people, and I also have a chance to talk to the young people. But sometimes it's casually. It's not like a kind of research or serious research, but because the work that I do, I always meet the people from Gen Z or young generation. We always have a talk about what they worry about, how they see themselves in the future or something. I love to create the interview scene in the film because it's kind of space that it's a scene that the people from different generation has a discussion through the job interview. It's not it's not quite straightforward, but you can see how the young generation think and how the older generation think
Hmm.
through the job interview. But I think it's quite special to talk to the people who work in HR because they have a lot of experience to meet different kind of young people. So when they give me a lot of information about many style of young people, sometimes because when when we see young people on the media, sometimes it's just like only one layer.
Hmm.
It's just like, Gen Z is like this,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
when you dig into the details, you see a lot of things about the young generation. So I think it's also good for me as people at 40s to learn the new things about the young generation and to find a way to work together or to live together in the society.
Mm.
Yep.
I really like this aspect of the movie, the HR part for the interviews, but also the HR itself, because we can see that those HR, apart from being HR, they are also employee, and they also face the same pressure almost as the people who are interviewed, in a way that even though they want to do their work correctly, they cannot, because they always have someone higher who give them the pressure, and they cannot do things. And they, unfortunately, even though they would like to act because they see certain things that are not normal, but since we are like in a organization, there are some rules, unfortunately, and those rules, it's difficult for someone like an employee to, if, for example, the one of the higher men who bully other people. I would say bully, but kind of emotional harassment type of. And I think that this the work that you put into the working area, the HR, the relationship with this person, also the men who give some harassment to other employees. I think it's very good because I think we can all recognize ourselves in our experience in some way. I think either we lived it or we saw it.
Mm.
So I felt like it was very, very real. Like I really, really liked it. I felt like it was it really felt like I was looking at a documentary kind of, because the character was so right, the dialogue was so right also, and the atmosphere and the conflict for the main character also, what to do, because we feel that she feels that it's unfair. Maybe she feels a bit hopeless about it because she cannot do anything compared to a coworker. We say several times that the coworker, he's from a rich family, so he has a choice. He can leave, but she cannot. She has like other, she will have a baby, she has a house and everything, apartment. So it really shows like real life people. And this is what something
Mm.
that I really, really liked. And the pressure that they also face, the HR. So when you talk about pressure, because previously you said, oh, sometimes you feel tense, but you don't know why, or you want to say certain things, but you don't. Immediately, I remember another thing. I don't know if it's correct the way I see it, but the scene with the motorcycle honking, it's a thing that repeats a lot. And as I felt it, I felt a huge, huge tension. It felt like a lot of pent up energy in society, maybe. The way the honking and the people when they interact with each other, maybe I felt that maybe you wanted to show how the overall society right now, there is like a pent up energy, maybe anger or frustration about the current life and the current global issue, national issue, and everything. And this goes through this type of action with aggressivity. And the honking, especially, I could feel like some kind of aggression. As a viewer with the honking, I could feel like the anger, the tension. I don't know if it was something that you wanted to portray, but this is how at least I received it.
I think it's my intention to make this film also because the kind of feeling that you just mentioned is a feeling that we experience is we experience it almost every day sometimes in some week. It's not every day, but you feel it
Yes.
so often that you think is part of your daily life. Is not normal, but it often happens that it's normal now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to show those kind of feeling, those kind of pressure on the screen. Because in real life, we can, as I said, we can skip it or we can ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you experience those type of situation and you have no answer and you listen to the music or you go to have some, you know, relaxation from somewhere to just to forget it.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem is still there.
Mm-hmm.
So I really understand why some audience feels uncomfortable while watching this film. But I think it's time to confront with those uncomfortable situations. But when it's movie and you watch with other audience, it's not you are not alone to think about this kind of question or this kind of situation. You have others who share your cinema. And I really hope that after they watch the film, they could share their opinion about problem in the film or the pressure in the film or the some uncomfortable topic in the film. And maybe the one who has no answer, they might get some answer from the others. But it's time to confront with this kind of feeling
Mm-hmm.
to find the real cause of the problem
Mm-hmm.
sometimes. Yeah.
And did you face like any challenges during this movie? Anything difficult or any challenge?
Um, this film, the big challenge to me is um, the film is kind of, you know, as I say, it's not plotless, but it's like the character get through the situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like three. There's no three act structure like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I want to keep it real. I want to keep it. I want to make the audience to feel that this is kind of real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's like some kind of circle. It might be my feeling in my life also. Sometimes you have a question in your life and you have no answer, and you sleep and you wake up and you see the problems again,
Mm-hmm.
and you keep asking yourself what is the answer. I want to portray that kind of feeling. So the difficult thing is how can we shoot the film to portray to show to create those feeling to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
It's quite abstract actually, because the when you try to present the awkwardness in the room, you know, no one's talk, no one speak anything, and you as a filmmaker you have to capture those kind of feeling through the visual and audio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like a cooking now, you know, cooking without the recipe. It's just
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, I have to put this and just try to cook. And when it's done, we have to like watch it again that you got those kind of feeling while watching already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult job, because if you made, you know, narrative film or some of my previous work is like that. It's just like you write the script and you can make sure this will be exciting scene, this will be the sad scene, this will be like a tearjerker scene or something like that. You have some formula, but for this film there is no formula. You have to try it in editing room a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the final version that that you watched is kind of different from the script.
Okay.
The script of this film is quite short. It's just like 50 pages, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like I just write the situation on the script and just some feeling of the character, and that's all. And when we shoot, we improvise a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
So many extra thing appears while shooting, and sometimes it's good when you got it on the set, but you're still not sure if you use it or not.
I see.
So when we are in the editing room, we just like a refresh.
Mm-hmm.
We forget about everything. And this is the first time that I do something like this. It's kind of scary,
Yeah.
because in the previous work you have some plan. You have the screenplay is like a map. You just follow this map and you won't get lost. But this is kind of you you throw out the map and you just go into the forest,
Mm-hmm.
and you hope you find the way out at the another side. It's kind of just kind of feeling while making this film. Yeah.
So I want to know maybe from your previous movie and this movie, since it's not the same way of approaching the movie and making it, did you learn like did your view on creating movie is different now? Your way of approaching it.
Uh, for, for this film, because you know, sometimes when I looking back at my previous work, sometimes it's a work that the director want to say something to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
They which is me, he has a quite obvious message. Sometimes it's question, but the question is quite clear.
Mm-hmm.
But for this film, I think mm, the film has a question, but I want to make the audience feel some, as I said, uncomfortable feeling. So this time I have to play with the time in the film. I make it slower. I have the shot that takes like a minute long to give some space to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it's quite challenging because, as I said, it's a little bit abstract.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my previous work, you can calculate, you can check with the screen test that you get this message or not, you understand this part. But for this film, when I choose this direction, I have to accept that sometimes you can check with the audience because it's a feeling inside them, and sometimes it affects them when they are home, when they are back home. Sometimes they can say it out quite directly to me
Mm-hmm.
when I have to check their reaction. But it's one of my attention to make this film. So the approach is quite different. But sometimes, it's it's my curse, you know. I mean, because I have a knife film in 10 years, and sometimes you have to like fight with the audience expectations sometimes,
Mm-hmm.
because when some audience, they like my work, which is for example, like they like Heart Attack, which is kind of dark comedy, it's fun or something, and they like it, so they come to this film.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they're a little bit disappointed because it's quite totally different, and they feel that I'm changed or something.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, this night film is me. But I sometimes, human or every people has a different question, depends on their age or their experience.
Mm-hmm.
We have different question, and to me, each question needs the different approach to tell it. Some question you can tell it in funny way.
Mm-hmm.
Some question you can have like compromising way to talk about. So in human resource, I think this question is tough and is difficult, and we can't just like casual talk, have a casual talk. We need to carefully look at the question. So I have to make it slow. I have to make it like boring for some audience. But I think in real life, this kind of question, we have to carefully look at it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't do that, you won't see any problem in that room, in that meeting. You will accept that problem without consciousness because you think it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone do it. Everyone think like that. But if you don't have some moment that you solely think about it, you you don't see the question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually, if I look at the two projects, Happy or Dear, the most recent one, and Human Resource, that is the recent one, I feel that both of them, even though there's different questions, they capture a bit like the same, I wouldn't say meaning, but they both talks about decluttering life and prepare for the future, prepare for a new chapter. For Happy or Dear is like this with the person of Jean that is decluttering the house and everything. And for our main character in Human Resource, she's preparing to accept to welcome a new baby in her life, and she is questioning whether or not. So I feel that this is a recurring, at least for these two movies, there is like some type of connection in the theme or the events that the character are going through, even though it's not the same, but they are both facing like a new chapter, a preparation for a new chapter, a new transformation.
I think the recurring theme in my film is always about the human versus the system beyond them,
Mm-hmm.
or some abstract thing that affects them a lot. For example, like memories in Happy Old Year, and the society and the system in the human resource.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because I always have a question about those kind of things in my life, because I quite believe that the human, they always affected by the environment,
Mm-hmm.
the by the society, by some rules and laws,
Mm-hmm.
or
External.
some parts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, accident, or some childhood, you know, because in Thai society they always you know throw the burden to individuals. Like the society is like this. It's you who need to improve yourself to fit the society,
Mm-hmm.
to find the way to survive. You need to prepare yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes the problems in each person's mind is very big, and it's very hard to fix it sometimes. And sometimes it's not their choice to experience those kind of trauma,
Mm-hmm.
or it's not their choice to live here sometimes, we have no choice,
Mm-hmm.
no other choice, but not by Park Chan-wook, no other choice by everyone in the society.
Oh, nice, very very
Yeah.
nice joke. Because actually, I want to watch this movie. It's on my list. I have to watch it.
When I watch No Other Choice by him, it's like, okay, I have no other choice too, but in my film, we have no other choice sometimes. So, when we have the other choice, I have to say sometimes it's all about environment, or in all about the society around us that affect us,
Mm-hmm.
affects the human behavior and many things. For all the very good example is like social media. Sometimes, as everyone knows, sometimes algorithm is shape our behavior,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to follow it when we use the Facebook or Instagram something. So I always have the question with the system and the external factor that affects us in some way. And my character always have a question with it and try to fight with it sometimes. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose, but I think audience after watching it, they will have some idea to question about the system around them.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's not only that problem. Sometimes you have to fix from you have to fix the environment. You have to fix the system to get the better result to survive in your daily life. Yeah.
You talk about a recurring theme in your projects, and also this was more for the themes, but as a viewer, I see, at least from Happy Oh Dear and Women Resource, like a strong minimalist visual language that comes into different movie with the muted clothing and the clean office settings. It's I wanted to ask if this minimalism is a deliberate choice to avoid the viewer to get distracted and focus more on the themes. Is it something that is deliberate?
I think it's also my own aesthetic, but I think the another reason that I always create the environment for this kind of minimal environment for my film, I think is people could focus on the character more. I think because my film is always about the conflict inside the character,
Mhm.
so I have to try to draw the audience attention to the character. So that's why I always use the 50 millimeter lens to like a portrait of the character,
Mhm.
because I want to explore the inner feeling of that person, and I want to cut off the environment of of the character. I have to make it clean picture to make the audience focus on the person. Yeah.
Mhm. And I'm curious to know, since you have been to many festivals right now, mm, between the Thai audience, you would say, and the international audience, do you see a difference in the way maybe the movie is received?
In Thailand, it's not released yet. It will be released next month. We are
Oh.
the slowest. We are kind of the last one. Yeah, it will be screened in Thailand next month.
Okay.
But I got the Thai audience who attend the festival,
Mm-hmm.
and I think when I compare Thai audience with the other audience in many countries, I think Thai audience really understand the film most, because there is some details that Thai people always knew that, oh, this detail is really the problem of our life. But sometimes it's really small details. Some street, some sign, some space in the film. But this kind of movie is not the style that general Thai audience will love it. So I look forward to the reaction when it's released in Thailand also. But I still hope that, and I still believe that the content and the question in the film will resonate to the audience.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope they can understand why the movie is quite slow and the movie is like this. I hope they can get along with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to ask you another question. What do you hope the viewers will get maybe from this movie? I know that you said that your movie is most of the time a question, and it's maybe everyone to have your own answer. But is there something still that you like maybe that the viewer will get from your movie?
I hope at least the audience will start to have a question with the system, with the environment, with everything that they live together with. Because, Thai people sometimes they have no question. That's our problem.
Mm-hmm.
They just keep living in some, wrong situation. They try to find the way to survive in those kind of situation without solving. And sometimes they're frustrated that why this kind of situation keeps happening in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to tell them that we have to start to have the question. That's really first step of solving those kind of bad situation in our life.
Mm-hmm.
I think at least if they have like some question in their life. I think that's the something that I'm quite satisfied for Thai audience.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm curious because you said that the Thai audience will notice certain details that we might not catch as internationals. Do you have maybe any fun fact or cultural references that maybe as a viewer, international viewer, we might miss? Something maybe you wanted to put, but maybe the international audience didn't really catch?
Mm. I think sometimes it's all about in dialogue, so it's kind of hard to explain. But for like you know, for example, like a simple example, I think it's like TikTok, the TikTok scene that recruit people by TikTok scene. I am not sure that the other country is like this, but in Thai, this kind of recruit video is very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Like they call the officer, they call the people in their office to dance,
Mm.
and it has no context with with the with the details of hiring people. It's just like you just use the TikTok to to approach the young generation. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's kind of awkward because sometimes the detail in the job description sometimes it's kind of like disturbing
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, but it comes with the lively dancing TikTok video. So it's kind of contrast, and I think people will get it that we live with this kind of video all the time. We so happy every time in every situation, but sometimes some you know bad feeling or some abnormal details is under those kind of video.
Mm-hmm.
Or the motorcycle scene that you just mentioned is really everyday situation in Bangkok, and I think no movies ever talk about it, but we meet it every day.
Mm-hmm.
And after I finished the film, I don't know why there is this kind of situation on the news every day, and it's more violent. It's more violent than the scene in my film sometimes, because some rider they so angry that they kick the rear window
Mm.
and it's broken. It's something like that. It's like an action movies. Yeah. So I think it's this kind of detail that I think Thai people will familiar with,
Mm-hmm.
but it's never on the screen. And I think they feel like, oh, it's kind of surprising for them that this kind of event finally is on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Like real life events that they might be more used to it and recognize it. Yeah, it's good. I see. And last question for human resource. Do you have like a favorite scene?
I like there's many scenes, but if I had to choose one, maybe I like motorbike scene because I think it's like kind of center of everything in Bangkok. It's a situation that it contains a lot of problems in our city
Mm-hmm.
in one situation. So I think it's kind of strong scene for audience, especially for Thai audience. And I think the the other one is I think it's the final scene. It's car wash scene.
Mm-hmm.
This scene actually is not the ending in the script, but when I shoot this scene, actually it should be in the beginning of the film, in the first part.
Mm-hmm.
But when I shoot that scene, I don't know why I so engaged with the visual and many things in that scene, especially the POV of the character look at the window with water, watching water. I feel like is kind of intimate to me
Mm-hmm.
because I I ever experienced that kind of feeling while I'm in car wash machine also. So that's why I write those scenes. But when I shoot it, I feel more.
Hmm.
So I think it could be the ending of the film. Like it's kind of last spot of the character to think about everything that happened in her life and make a decision what direction she will go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Do you have anything that you would like to add for the part on human resource?
Um, no. I,
Okay.
I think that's almost everything about the film. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so maybe for your future project, I just would like to know if you would like to explore another type or another genre, maybe in the future, a genre that you are attracted to.
I think I think I could make a trailer,
Hmm.
but it's something that I never done it before. I never did it before. But people always say that I could make a trailer film in some way. I don't know because maybe when they watch the film like Human Resource, sometimes it's kind of there is a trailer sense in some scene or some horror sense in some scene. I don't know.
Also, the colorimetry, the color grading, also the a bit more bluish
Mm,
sometimes.
mm, mm,
Sometimes
mm,
gives
mm,
also
mm.
the feeling maybe of a thriller visually.
Yeah, it has a like a cold sensation in the film. I don't know. So sometimes when I was asked that if I want to make that the kind of more mainstream film or something, I think the genre, the thriller genre or suspense could be something that I fit.
Hmm.
But now I have no plan to make a new project. But maybe in the future, if I want to try something new, maybe it could be like a thriller or suspense
Hmm.
in that kind of way.
Mm.
I'm not sure that I can make like melodrama because it's not my kind of thing, or romantic or something like that. Maybe thriller or some maybe I don't know ghost movie or something. But it would be ghost movie in my style.
Hmm.
It's not that kind of jump scaring. It could be like psychological stuff or something
Hmm.
like that.
Okay, I see. That's interesting. I hope maybe we can see it in the future.
In the future, in the future.
Maybe if you, because we are now talking about Thai cinema and Thai culture, maybe do you have like other directors or movie that maybe you can recommend to our audience with discovering maybe Thai cinema?
Um, I have two person in my mind. The one is I'm not sure you know him. His name is Boss Kudo.
Yes, I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's director of Paradise of Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
But the work that I really love is a series called Jailboys. Yeah. You ever watch it? I'm not sure.
I watched it. I didn't finish it yet, but it's very, very popular. I got it. Yeah, I heard that it's very good.
Yeah. To me, I never watched this kind of series also, but it really talks to me in some way, especially for like I call it the teen spirit
Mm-hmm.
of filmmaking because it's really super Gen Z stuff. And the story is all about the young people,
Mm-hmm.
which has the different language, different kind of romance story, which is I'm really interested in because it's totally different from my era.
Mm-hmm.
That's one point. And another point is the style the style of filmmaking because they shoot the series with the iPhone for the whole series.
Mm-hmm.
And you when you shoot it like that in the place like it's called Siam Square.
Mm-hmm.
It's very crowded place and it's very hard to shoot. But when you use a smartphone to shoot it, you know I got the quite fresh and new picture from those kind of place.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's kind of new. It's not new way of filmmaking, but you know is like you can feel something fresh in that kind of filmmaking.
Mhm.
So I'm quite impressive. And another person I think is Notapon from Mad Unicorn, the another series Netflix. Yeah, yeah, Netflix series. Actually, I know him for a long time because he's my actor in my first feature film
Okay.
and many films.
Mm.
In Heart Attack, he also act in that film also.
Mm.
We know for a long time, and he started with a documentary for just a few documentaries in past 5 years, and this is his first fictional film, hit fictional series, and I think he is
Mhm.
doing great because he has a commentary on the society. He he is he make a serious work about startup some some business in Thailand. I think he's quite interesting filmmaker in this era. Yeah,
I really like the drama. Actually, I watched it and I really, really enjoyed it.
yeah. He's preparing his new project already.
Oh,
Maybe next year.
a drama
Yeah.
or a movie?
I think it's also Netflix
Oh, good. Very good.
series. Yeah,
Very
yeah,
good.
the new one. Yeah.
And two questions. Do you think that human resource in the future might be available on the platform still Amazon Prime? Maybe it's too early to say. Maybe it's too early.
Yeah, I'm not sure about it. Maybe on, I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's on Netflix or not, but because usually all most of the Thai film is on Netflix and
Yes.
it's worldwide. I'm not sure for Amazon or HBO. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Mm. So maybe we'll be able to see human resource in the future. And I thought about something because not yesterday, but before yesterday, I interviewed the director Ratchapom, who is behind A Useful Ghost. And he told me actually that when I asked the same question as you asked, do you recommend the director? He talked about you and said that he really wanted to watch your movie, actually. Human Resource.
I haven't watched his film also actually, because we released at quite the same time. You
Mm-hmm.
know, when he released the film Useful Ghost in Thailand, it's the time that I fly to Venice.
Oh.
And when I fly back to Thailand, is there's only few screenings,
Mm-hmm.
so I miss it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's also like me because he fly to many places.
Yes. Yes, yes,
And
yes.
sometimes sometimes he attend the festival that has my film, but sometimes he goes as a jury or he has some Q&A for his film. So we haven't seen each
Mm,
other film.
you missed each other.
As Lashpum is like not a point, because we know for a very long time
Mm-hmm.
we ever had made a short film together like almost 20 years ago,
Mm.
and we are at the same high school actually.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm like 4 years older than him, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So it's kind of long, you know, relationship,
Mhm.
very long time. Yeah,
He
yeah.
told me that he will go to the Singapore Film Festival and try to catch your movie if he can.
Okay. Yeah. Now he's in Singapore, but I'm here in Thailand because I have a work to do, so I can fly there. Yeah. Because you fly to festival for 2 months,
Mhm.
so you postpone your regular job, and you have to finish it
Mhm.
before New Year.
Yeah.
So I can't go anywhere now. Yeah.
Okay. Um, I hope you can watch A Useful Ghost. Maybe if you have the occasion, it's also a very good movie also.
Yeah. I really want to watch.
It's
Yeah.
very funny that both of you wants to watch each other's movie, but you could not.
Yeah. It looks easy, but actually it's hard,
Yeah.
because our schedule
Schedule
is like
is.
a mess up. Yeah. But I hope he could watch there in Singapore now. Yeah.
I hope to. Okay, that's pretty much it for this interview. Thank you for such an insight. I learned a lot. I'm so happy to be able to talk with you. I learned a lot. I'm excited for your future project. I hope the best for human resource. I hope it will be available in France. Maybe not. We'll see, and I will promote it as much as I can. And I know that my audience know Happy Audier, so I think that they might be happy to know that you made a new movie. So it will be good. So I will talk about it on social media, and I wish you the best for your future projects. And thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's very nice talking to you.